Hi, I'm Angela Non.
I'm Ariana Kempis.
And this is BRB Crying.
Hello, everyone. Welcome back to BRB Crying. I'm Ariana, also known as Arns.
And I'm Angela, also known as Nins. And today, we have some very special spooky subs.
Spooky.
Arns is holding a candle, so it's very spooky.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halls. Thanks for joining us on this episode today. Released, 3 days before Halloween.
Mm-hmm.
Glad you could join us.
Tell the friends what this pod is about.
Oh,
New
yeah,
friends.
that's
New
right.
friends.
I was so distracted.
It's a special episode, so.
Welcome to this pod where your two spooky sisters
Cry a little, scream a little, scare a little. It's crazy. This is crazy. Guys, this is a podcast where we talk about things that make us cry. That's it. I'm not trying to be clever right now.
I don't have it in me, you guys. I'm sorry.
Yeah. I mean, don't get us wrong. We really prepared for this episode, but we're having a day.
We're having a little day.
We're having a day. So please bear with us, but that's what this pod is about. Talk about things that make us cry, and it's fucking Halloween, so it's a Halloween episode.
Thank you. I appreciate that.
Yeah, you're welcome. If you're new here, welcome. If you're old here, welcome back, crybabies. So happy to have you. As you can tell by our costumes, if you're watching us, these are costumes. These are costumes. For the ones who are not watching us, why don't we walk through our costumes today?
Sure.
You first, please.
Today, I am feeling somber, so I was like, give me the blackest dress I own. Throw on some black leggings. Make it witchy. Put on a hat.
Love it.
Your girl's a witch today.
No, you also have this gorgeous, emerald eyeshadow. So
that was as much effort I was going to put into this. I got some really, really bright green eyeshadow to complete the look.
Beautiful. Charming.
Thank you. And you?
I am Princess Leia from Star Wars. I got the buns. I got the wig on.
I thought she meant butt.
We're so sorry if this is your first episode. It's a struggle today. I am Princess Leia from Star Wars. I have a wig on. I'm sweating through this thing.
Funny story about your costume. We hung out a couple of days ago and you had part of your costume kind of hanging in your living room in preparation for our recording. Basically, it looked like this really long white, cult costume. And I was like, is this... Are you now some sort of altar server?
Yeah.
At the church?
It was quite spooky. When you see the silhouette. Yeah, I was gonna do a cuter take, a 70s. I had a different dress, but I was like, no, we're gonna put the real thing on.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
Get my money's worth. $35 on eBay.
A long white robe.
Yes. No, I mean, it has the high neck. This is true.
True.
Okay, here. How about this? Is this better or worse? I put the hood on, everyone.
You know what? I have to be honest. I don't know the lore of Star Wars as well to
You're too good
know
for Star
the
Wars?
costumes.
I see.
No, the buns, hair, were very informative.
Okay.
But I don't necessarily know.
You don't need to.
From buns below, I don't know.
That's
very
fine.
much.
That's fine. But we're here and we're in costume.
Adding that pizzazz and that charm that you all know and love.
Well, I guess it's time.
No, it's not time.
It's not? Mm-mm. Why?
Because, dear listeners, it was recently someone's birthday.
Oh, God. I was scared for a second. I was like, fuck, what did I forget? Oh, my God.
Crybabies. Your favorite crybaby turned a year older. So, obviously, gotta give you a little gift.
Love it. I love it already.
Okay. So, a little context before you open this. I was recently in Mexico City And one of the things that I love to do when I'm on vacation and like seeing this new place is going to like a perfume store so that I can buy a fragrance, especially at like the very start of my trip, and like wear that fragrance the entire time I'm there so that I can link all these memories that I'm making to the scent so that when I come home, I can put this on or smell it and just kind of like take me back.
Does it work like does it
does.
really like
It
when you
like,
smell it you
yeah, it's like all these things that I've collected over the last few years. It feels so much like that city. So this time around in Mexico City, I went to this place called Xinu, Xinu, and it's this niche perfume brand that's based in Mexico City, but they only create scents from natural plants that are found in the Americas. So every single scent, they have this like beautiful display of like, here are all the plants that we used in this, and then you can like walk their gardens around and like find the plants. It was really cool. It was like it was such an experience to walk through the store. So highly recommend if you find yourself in Mexico City. But I know you. I know you don't wear perfumes.
yeah.
So I opted to look at their home scents instead.
Yes.
And I decided that for your birthday this year, I would give you some incense from this place.
God, I fucking love incense.
There you go. Oh, I'm so relieved.
I was like, why does it smell so good when you handed it to me? Oh my God. Even the fucking packaging.
The packaging is like everything about this place.
Okay, if you're not watching, it's like a gray, like this beautiful speckled, like, or marbled, I should say, black and gray and white felt with a band around it. Can I open it?
Yeah.
Wow. Oh my God, I'm going to cry. Oh my God, this is so beautiful.
Yes. So this particular one is a lot of like more of the spices. There's definitely like a note of cardamom in there, which I know you love. Yeah. Hope you enjoy. Hope it brings you some peace and calm.
I love
light
this.
it.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Happy birthday.
Thanks. I love this. I'm going to leave it here.
Sure.
So I can smell it. Oh, wow. I love that.
Yeah. That did actually make me feel better.
Yeah.
The act of gifting.
Yeah. Guys, get yourself a best friend who knows you and will start a fucking podcast with you and just give you gifts on air. What a life. Okay. Well,
ready to go?
Ready to go. If you're new here, we used to do announcements on here. We don't anymore. So check our Instagram at beerbecrying.podcast for any updates. We got lots of stuff. We got merch.
Oh yeah.
We got events.
Oh yeah.
And we just did a little thing with our friends over at Messy Liberation. So check that out. We posted all about that on Instagram. And we're having an event this Thursday over at Coppell Cultural Center in Daly City if you want to get some merch. So we got a lot going on.
Dude, we're booked and busy.
Booked and busy.
And it's just going to continue that way.
I think I'm going first.
Yeah, and I'm so scared.
Okay. Let's preface this, everyone. I'm going first, but I'm going to forgo my intro because Nins and I had a meeting the other day, and at one point she was like, do you think we're going to talk about the same thing? And I was like, nah. But she was like, I'm really scared we're going to talk about the same thing because there are only so many Halloween-themed, spooky stuff to talk about.
Yeah.
So I guess we'll see.
We'll see.
I told her that I thought it would be better if we just surprise ourselves on air, because if it is the same thing, like that would be kind of like hilarious, because like how the fuck would we do our stories? Like, are we going to do every other word? But we'll see. Okay.
We'll fucking see.
Do I just tell you?
Go with your plan.
All right.
Go with your plan.
I'll do an abridged version.
Okay.
If you all recall, last year, go back in the archives if you haven't listened. Last year, I talked about Casper. In similar fashion, I am talking about a 90s film
We are in the clear. Oh my God. Holy shit.
Yes! We fucking did that shit.
But it would have been really funny if it was the same one.
I know.
It really would have
Okay.
been funny.
Okay, well, now I'm really excited that, like, because
Okay.
the whole time I was looking through this, I was like, man, she's gonna fucking say the same shit as me. Like, why am I even writing this? Okay. All right, let's fucking do this.
We're in the clear.
Okay.
We're in the clear.
So I'm taking us back to the 90s.
Okay.
Because there's nothing like a 90s film with an outlandish storyline,
Fuck yeah.
rudimentary CGI that will make you want to cry until you throw up.
Okay.
So last year, Casper. This year,
Wait.
any guesses?
Yeah, I'm like, there's only like 3 90s Halloween movies.
This is not necessarily a Halloween movie,
Oh.
which is maybe why we did not pick the same thing.
Okay. 90s film.
Oh, I'm so excited now.
God damn. Okay. If I get one guess, I'm gonna, and the only reason I'm guessing this is because you dressed up like this for Halloween one year. No?
No.
Fuck. Okay.
Okay. Wow. This is
Damn.
exciting. Okay.
I really don't know.
All right.
I don't know.
I'm talking about the 1990 film Ghost, starring Demi Moore, Patrick Swayze, and Whoopi Goldberg. Have you watched this?
You know what I was gonna guess?
What?
I was gonna guess Space Jam.
Fuck. You know what? I mean, I'm gonna rewatch that one. I'm sure I will cry. I'm sure. Oh, okay. Have you watched Ghost?
I don't think I have. Like, I don't think I've watched it from start to finish as an adult.
Okay. Oh,
Oh,
yes.
shit.
I'm
Okay.
gonna spoil the whole thing for you.
Fuck yeah. My fault. It's like 30 years old.
35. Yes. I'm not gonna leave anything like no stones unturned.
Fuck me up.
Fuck you up.
Did you bring a wheel and clay so that we could?
I didn't, but I brought the movie so you could watch that scene. All right. So, as Nins mentioned, this is a 35-year-old film. So if you don't want any spoilers, pause here. You can rent it for $4 on any streaming service. I rented it on Apple TV because, as you all know, I was bullied by Xfinity into buying an iPad, which came with a 3-month free trial. So, but fair warning, if you decide to watch this, the scariest part, the fucking title screen. Because I was watching this, I was like, I was having a little like, I put a little cinnamon roll in the oven.
Okay.
I had my back turned, but my iPad was there. And suddenly it was like a really discordant, like, ching! And I was like, what the fuck was that?
Oh.
Yeah, it was like ghost. Like, so, yeah, I like almost screamed. Okay. Anyway, romance thriller directed by Jerry Zucker, written by Bruce Joel Rubin. This premiered in 1990. We were not born yet.
I wasn't.
No.
Just a distant dream.
Yeah. Just a thought, you know? It was a sleeper hit, meaning it had a really low budget, but it did way better than expected. So back then, it was the 3rd highest grossing film of all time.
Of all time?
Yeah, at that point when it premiered.
It's like,
Yeah.
Titanic was not out yet.
All right, so the film opens up with Molly Jensen, played by Demi Moore, her partner Sam Wheat, played by Patrick Swayze, and their friend Carl, played by Tony Goldwyn. If you have ever watched Scandal with Kerry Washington as Olivia Pope, he plays President Fitz. So, context. Molly and Sam have moved into a fixer-upper Manhattan loft. Very affordable. I think I did read an article that was like, this can be yours for $10 million or something. Molly's an artist. She does ceramics. Is that like the only thing you remember from this? All right.
Yeah.
She does ceramics and she has her wheel in the loft and the place is super artsy. She has like a pixie cut and she doesn't wear any makeup, baggy tees, overalls, fucking stunning. Let's give it a second. Let's just for Demi Moore because my God.
Stunning then, stunning now.
Dude,
My God.
I swear. All right. And then Sam is a dashing young banker at some prestigious firm in the city where he works with their friend, Carl. Molly and Sam are at the beginnings of their life together. You know, they've just moved in and they are clearly head over heels in love. There's a little bit of commitment issues we see hinted at on Sam's part. When Molly says stuff like, I love you, Sam's like, ditto. Like, yeah.
Okay.
So you're kind of like, ooh.
Tale as old as time.
Tale as old as fucking time. But in spite of this undeniable chemistry, I want to pause here and show the ceramic scene that Nins alluded to. Molly is working on her ceramics here in the middle of the night, and Sam is like, what are you doing? Like, wakes up, and he comes in to check on her. And then the record player switches to the song Unchained Melody. And Sam sits behind Molly at the wheel, and he is helping her create a masterpiece. If anyone is following along, if you two have rented this for $4 or bought it for $15, it is at the 12-minute mark.
Hot in here.
Dude, all right. So I just showed Nins the famous pottery scene. Chemistry off the charts. According to an article called Cinema's Greatest Scenes, the pottery scene from Ghost, 1990, by Robert Horvat for Rearview Mirror, quote, the pottery scene was meant to be a prelude to a much bigger explicit love scene in the bedroom. But as Zucker explained years after the movie's release, the pottery scene proved to be so erotic that we didn't need anything else.
Yeah.
So they're not even doing anything explicit here, but it is so sensual. Mm-hmm. You don't need to see much else. I mean, I only showed you a little bit. I mean, they like make out a little, but there's no actual love making that they felt needed to be included in this. You don't need to see that much more to understand that what they have is special. Mm-hmm. So that's my little context on Molly and Sam. But with all that said, we got some weird shit going on with Sam.
Okay.
At work, there is some really suspicious activity going on with the accounts that he's managing. There's way too much money in them, which personally I feel like,
oh no.
What? There are clips where he watches a plane crashing on the news and he's like spooked by it. He's like, I got a work trip coming up. Should I cancel it? And it's called foreshadowing. So
trust your gut, Patrick.
Trust your gut. So one evening, Molly and Sam go to the theater and they watch a play, specifically Macbeth. More foreshadowing. You can look it up. You if you don't know what it's about, look it up. Or I'll tell you maybe after all this is all done. But they are walking down the street and they're having a conversation about their future. Molly says, I want to marry you. But then it kind of leads into their usual fight. Like, why don't you ever say you love me? And Sam's like, what do you mean? And Molly's like, whenever I say I love you, you just say ditto. And they're in the heat of this argument. She says something along the lines of like, sometimes you just need to hear it. But then it gets cut short because as they're walking by an alley, some shady dude pops out, tries to rob them, ends up shooting at them in a panic. Sam runs after him, but he can't catch him. So defeated, he kind of walks back to Molly, where he discovers her screaming over his dead body. I'm not going to show you the scene. I don't think you need to see that. But as we can infer, Sam is dead. And as the film progresses, we watch Sam being acquainted with being dead. He's walking through doors. Nobody can see him except other ghosts. And, his life was just cut short. So he doesn't know what to do except he just goes back to Molly. He lingers around their loft. He sees that she's numb with grief. He watches her sort through all his belongings with their friend Carl. But then one day when Carl convinces Molly to go for a walk, Sam is still in the loft and watches as someone breaks in. And it's none other than his killer. This dude is going through their things, very clearly looking for something. And that's when Sam realizes that he was fucking murdered. So he follows the guy all the way back to his apartment in Brooklyn to try and solve this mystery. And while he's there, he looks across the street and sees a psychic. And this is how we get introduced to Oda Mae Brown, played by Whoopi Goldberg. She is so fucking funny. I was laughing so hard. It's pure comedy. As I was watching it, I was like, she may be the star of this film for me. Okay, so Oda Mae is a fraud. She is putting on the show of a lifetime, pretending to be a medium who can connect people with their deceased loved ones. But she's a fucking fake. Until she comes across Sam when she realizes maybe she's not a fake. So I'm going to show you this scene. It's like 4 minutes. This is purely just because she deserves...
Fuck me up.
She deserves this spotlight, you know? All right, this is around the 40-minute and 16-second mark. God, she's so funny. She's so funny. All right, so in this scene, Oda Mae is doing some fake-ass medium shit, and then she starts to hear Sam's voice, who's calling her out on it. She's like, who the fuck is that? And once Sam realizes that she can hear him, he goads Oda Mae, this is after the scene that I showed you, into approaching Molly. Because if someone can fucking talk to Molly for him, tell Molly that he was murdered, then, you know. But of course, you know, Molly thinks it's like some sick joke. And at one point, Sam even says to Oda Mae, tell her I love her. And when Oda Mae relays this message, Molly goes, Sam would never say that. Yeah. So as time goes by, Sam tells Oda Mae all these things that only Sam would know about Molly. Tell her about the picture in Reno, the half-knitted sweater in the closet. And Molly's kind of shook. She's like, no one else knows about that stuff except Sam. She wants to believe that Sam is still around and still with her, but she knows it sounds insane. But even when she does eventually come around, because there's no way that Oda Mae could know these things, there's still this nervousness and hesitation. Because even though Oda Mae is telling her, he's right there, she still can't see him, feel him, hear him. So, as for the murder plot, which I think is honestly like way subplot, I was like, you know, lots of antics, action scenes, experimental CGI. So this is the end, everyone. I am spoiling this. Eventually at the end, we find out that our good friend Carl is actually a fucking two-timing snake. Carl. Yeah, he doesn't even deserve it. I'm not even going to show you a scene with him because he doesn't deserve it. He orchestrated this.
Make him president.
Yeah. Yeah. He orchestrated this robbery turned murder.
What the heck?
Because he was part of a laundering scheme at work. So when Sam saw that the accounts were all weird, that's because my dude Carl was doing some shit. So he was trying to steal Sam's wallet, get the account codes and passwords, because that's what we did back then. We wrote things down, put it in our wallet. So it's all fucked, you know. In the end, justice is eventually served. But with all that context, let's get into the crying. So towards the end of the film, Oda Mae, Molly, and Sam, they're all back in the loft hanging out. At this point, Molly is fully invested. She knows Oda Mae is telling the truth and that Sam is there. They've called the police on Carl. Now they're just kind of anxiously waiting. Sam says, I wish I could hold you. And Oda Mae is like, okay, fine. God, I'll be a vessel for you. She's like, I don't normally do this, but I'll make an exception this one time. So I'm going to show you a scene. This is at the 1 hour, 48-minute mark. We have essentially skipped through the entire movie. But this is about a 4-minute clip. And it is Sam entering Oda Mae's body.
Hold on. Because I feel like we have the same story.
Really? Yeah. I mean, it's Halloween.
You'll fucking see.
Really?
You'll fucking see. Like, literally, oh, God. We have the same story.
I mean, what's new?
You'll fucking see.
Okay.
You'll fucking see.
All right. Well, so we watch as Sam enters Oda Mae's body. You see her hands reach for Molly. Then it pans to the wider view, and it's actually Sam now. It's Sam who brings Molly close and holds her as they dance one last time. On the record player, Unchained Melody begins to play again. Oh, my love, my darling, I've hungered for your touch. And as I'm watching the scene, sobbing, my heart ached, and I was like, what would we give for one more touch? One more dance, one more moment when we aren't weighed down by our grief. When we lose the people we love, we know they don't ever really go away, and they're always with us in some way. You know, you catch a whiff of their scent. You think of them, you browse through old photos, you take a bite of their favorite food, you watch videos of them, you hear their voice again. They're with you simply because you've been changed by them. But sometimes you just miss the way they feel. The feel of their hand around yours, their head against your head, their cheek against your cheek, how it feels to hold them. Because in the end, nothing ever really replaces that feeling. And then you know how it goes. It always comes back to why? What is the point of feeling all this pain? And I don't know. All I know is that it shows us how deeply we loved and were loved. There's a rawness to grief that is so unbearable that we often have to numb ourselves to it because it's easier to feel nothing than to feel pain. But that rawness is our soul awakening. Look how much I loved and was loved. Look how much I let myself be moved and changed by this person. And in the last scene of the film, after all the antics, their loser friend gets killed, dragged to hell by the shadows. Really quality, like, special effects. Spooky. Sam is being beckoned to the other side. The heavens are calling him because his unfinished business is finished. So Sam and Molly know their time is up, and they say their final goodbyes.
Do we have to?
Yes. This is at the 1:58 mark. This is the last scene. This is the literal last scene of the entire film.
It's so 90s. I miss this so much. This year that I wasn't alive, I miss it.
I know. So in these final moments, Sam is somehow visible to Molly. And Sam, when he was alive, who stubbornly refused to tell Molly that he loves her, finally says, I love you, Molly. I've always loved you. To which she replies, ditto. As Sam drifts into the light, Molly watches in wonder as Sam says, it's amazing, Molly, the love inside. Take it with you. And then he says, see you. And she says, completely overcome with emotion, see you. This whole time, we think Sam's unfinished business is finding out who murdered him. But in this moment, we realize his true unfinished business was he needed Molly to know that he loved her. But the thing is, even without him saying those words, she knew, because the way they were holding each other before and after his death, how could you not know? In this last scene, there's so much that they could have said, but all they really say is, I love you, I'll take your love with me, and I'll see you in the next one. And just like that scene when they had their final dance, it makes me wonder, if I had one more chance to spend time with the people I've lost, maybe I wouldn't spend it trying to get the words just right, saying all the things I couldn't say, asking all the questions I couldn't ask, getting all the answers that I have been longing for. Maybe I would just hold them one last time, both of us taking that love with us wherever we go next.
I love that. The idea that as much as we love to talk,
Yeah.
there is so much that can be expressed through action. So we will mime the rest of this episode.
Precisely. That's exactly what I was thinking that we would do.
Like, now I don't want to say it too much.
Let's just go straight into yours. I swear to God, let's just go straight into yours. If we're talking about the same thing anyway, let's just like lay it on me.
I mean, it's not exactly the same.
You know it is. It always is.
It's not, but
the feeling.
You know what I mean? The feeling.
The feeling.
I think that as frustrating as it can be to be like, Patrick, just fucking say it, dude. Mm-hmm. Like, I know that there is such a fear for being vulnerable. Mm-hmm. And that's why he held back. But it's like, yeah, you can hold back on saying it. But he clearly was not holding back on expressing it. So scary.
So spooky. I swear to God, just Demi Moore's face as she looks into the light and like has tears running down her face. I'm like, who the fuck is this bitch? Like, oh my God.
Patrick,
rest
in peace.
Yeah.
Great job.
Thanks.
Frightening.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Chills.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right, lay it on me.
Okay. Honestly, I feel like you can probably guess what I'm going to talk about today. I'm going to give you some hints.
Sure.
Okay. Well, the first one, no longer hint because you know I'm talking about a movie as well.
Yes.
But the first one was that I was recently on an airplane.
Oh, okay.
So to all of our faithful followers, you will know that that's like the only time that I will indulge in a movie.
Yes.
The second is that I actually, let me just take a moment to brag here really quick.
Okay.
That I got tickets to see Ariana Grande.
Okay. Yes.
Seeing her in June.
So spooky.
But I've just been thinking about her a lot.
Okay.
As one does.
Uh-huh.
And number 3, this Halloween costume is no coincidence.
Okay.
Any guesses?
No.
Really? Interesting you mentioned it earlier.
What do you mean earlier?
When we were setting up?
I did?
You did.
What the fuck?
We were trying to get our cameras right, and I was in the frame, and you were like, oh, this is so funny, because you look
Wicked?
like... Yup.
Oh, shit. No, you know I would never choose Wicked.
Really?
Because I would let you do it. No, like, because I thought about it, like, very briefly. I was like, oh my God, should I do Wicked? Then I was like, please, that's not my story to tell.
Really?
That's Nins. That's all Nins. Yes.
Okay.
Oh.
Babe, it's time.
It's fucking time.
Wicked 2 coming out next month.
Mm-hmm.
We've waited long enough.
Yes.
Let us talk about Wicked Part 1. Sources. Honestly, my heart.
Yes.
You know?
No, that's the best fucking source,
you know
dude.
what I fucking mean?
You don't need anything else.
I literally did not consult with anything else.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe like a Wikipedia here and there to get the timeline.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
No, truly, other than the movie, here.
All you, baby.
All fucking me. Okay. So, for our listeners, if you were connected to an internet source for even just 5 minutes last year, you will have seen the eternally long press tour for the Wicked movie, which was directed by John M. Chu, fellow Bay Area native.
Let's go.
But let's back it the fuck up.
Let's back it up.
Context. Okay. Wicked the movie is based on Wicked the musical, which is based on Wicked the book, which is a revisionist exploration of the Wizard of Oz, which is also a book.
Keep going.
Which is also a movie.
Keep going. Just keep going in circles. I love it. I love it.
The story has been around.
Yes.
Okay. It goes Romeo and Juliet and then Wicked, like right under. Okay. So let's break it down from the beginning. The Wizard of Oz is a book from the year 1900, written by L. Frank Baum. This book was then turned into the beloved and classic film from 1939, The Wizard of Oz, produced by MGM and starring Judy Garland. Almost 60 years later, in 1995, author Gregory Maguire published a novel entitled Wicked, The Life and Times of the Wicked Witch of the West, which focused on the villain of The Wizard of Oz, this witch. This book was then made into a musical by Stephen Schwartz in 2003 entitled Wicked, The Untold Story of the Witches of Oz, otherwise just known as Wicked. And now, in the years of our Lord 2024 and 2025, we are getting live action movie versions of the Wicked musicals. Just a little bit of a personal summary. My relationship to this movie wasn't really a diehard growing up when it first came out because I was 10 years old with limited internet access. I'm sure at some point or other, our sisters allegedly downloaded the song.
Probably.
For good.
LimeWire.
You know, Kazaa.
Napster?
I think my sister was a Kazaa girl.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was like my first maybe like exposure to it. And I was like, I could sing that, you know?
Duh.
Then maybe like 1 or 2 years later, I was walking through Borders bookstore. Do you remember Borders?
What do you mean, do I remember Excuse me, I lived there.
Fucking miss Borders, dude. But I saw the book, Wicked, and I was like, you know what? Yeah.
You read it?
I'm fucking 12 years old. I can read this.
Oh, you did?
I did.
Oh.
And let me say, I'm so glad that I was as dumb as I was at 12 to not have the reading comprehension of what was in that book. Not for kids. Okay.
Nope.
But I have since watched the live musical 3 times now.
Oh, yeah? Tell me about it.
And my most recent rewatch was last year in preparation for the movie. I was like, I need it to be fresh. I need to know. I need to be prepared. And now that my frontal lobe has fully developed and I do have some comprehension skills, that last rewatch, openly crying. Openly crying.
Yeah.
Like from Defying Gravity to the 15-minute intermission, you know, everyone's like, getting up, going to the bathroom. Not me.
Not you.
Busy.
The water's coming out a different way.
Busy. Yeah. Yes, exactly. And of course, watching the movie last year, just as bad. I know you have a story. Care to indulge?
I mean, it was just your typical, I couldn't leave the theater. The entire car ride home, too. I mean, the tears just kept coming.
It just keeps flowing.
Yeah.
And you're like, Jesus Christ. I'm not surprised.
No.
There was no shock value at all when it came to the plot. And yet.
And yet.
And fucking yet. You know what I mean? Okay. So, yeah. Let's get into it.
Let's get into it.
Wicked Part 1, the movie. Okay. I am not going to be summarizing this whole movie. This story is so rich and so complex with an array of themes and social commentaries. I simply could not capture it all. Please just watch it.
Yeah,
Like,
just watch
what?
it. Just watch it.
So for my story today, I am just going to provide enough context so that we can dive into the one scene that made me cry. That's not true. Multiple times I cried.
Oh, the one scene? Oh, sure.
So yeah, blanket spoiler warning, but we're not really getting them all. You know? Okay, here we go. So Wicked is the untold story of the Wicked Witch of the West from The Wizard of Oz. And in this retelling, we get a glimpse into the life of this witch named Elphaba, played by Cynthia Erivo. And fun fact, the name Elphaba actually comes from the name of the author of the original Wizard of Oz, L. Frank Baum. And if you get the initials, LFB.
Oh.
You get Elphaba.
Oh, wow.
I know.
She's an academic, everyone.
I'm just filled with fun facts. Okay. In the movie, this story starts at the end. And we open in Munchkin Land, set in this magical world of Oz. And all of the Munchkins are celebrating the death of this wicked witch. And who is there to lead these festivities? None other than girly pop, pink baby doll princess pie, Glinda, the good witch. Played by up-and-coming unknown artist,
Adriana.
love of my life, Miss Ariana Grande. And she is there to confirm the rumors. Yes, Elphaba is dead. Melted after a bucket of water is thrown on her by a female child from Kansas named Hermione.
Yeah. Yeah, that was it, I think.
It's Dorothy. Okay, it's Dorothy. But yes, everyone's like, yay, she's dead. We're so happy because she's so wicked, because we've been told she's wicked and we are blind sheep and we only do what we're told.
No critical thinking.
You know what I mean?
Who has time?
But during the celebration, the Munchkins are like, wait, so Glinda, like, tell us more about her because, like, we've been hearing some shit. Like, what really happened, you know? And Glinda's like, okay, fine, I'll spill. So, cut to the life and times of Elphaba. So we learn that Elphaba was born from an affair between her mother, who is the wife of this governor, and this mysterious gentleman who drinks from this elusive bottle filled with this green elixir. And when Elphaba is born, there's a bit of a kerfuffle because, surprise, she's green. And on top of that, she also has this crazy telekinetic power. Like, she can, like, fucking move shit whenever her emotions get the best of her. And thus begins Elphaba's difficult life, where she is ostracized and othered by most everyone around her over things she can't control. She's bullied by other kids. Her fake dad, the governor, just wants nothing to do with her. And her younger sister, Nessa Rose, is ashamed of her. So she really has to just grow up learning to fend for herself, protect herself. She has only ever known kindness from the animals who helped raise her. Another subgroup in this world that is considered less than. So several years later, Elphaba is grown up and, given this really hard upbringing, has developed this very hardened exterior. She's dry and sarcastic and abrasive, and she really tries to project this I don't give a fuck energy, but like, you know, she gives a little fuck. You fucking know. Yeah. So when she drops her younger sister, Nessa Rose, off to college at Shiz University, she has this accidental revelation of her telekinetic abilities. Antics. They get us far, you know? And the head mistress of the school, Madame Moore, played by Michelle Yeoh, is like, sorry, you're really fucking gifted, actually. Like, you need to study here. I need to teach you. I need to help you, like, hone this incredible talent that you have. And who knows, maybe one day you'll work with a wizard. And this is the first time Elphaba has ever been praised, has ever been celebrated. Here is Madame Morrible, this esteemed woman, this sorceress in her own right, telling her that this thing that she is so ashamed of and tries to bury deep inside of her should be practiced and celebrated. So what happens next? This is not the scene that I really like want to spend most of the time on today, but oh, what's that? A tangent? Okay. So at this point in the musical, Elphaba walks away from this conversation with Madame Morrible and then sings the song The Wizard and I. Fucking incredible. Like, it just like pumps me up. Like, this song is so powerful, and Cynthia Erivo's performance is otherworldly. It's crazy.
Her voice.
It's crazy.
I almost couldn't focus when I was watching because I was like, hello?
No,
what?
Yes.
Who?
Yes. No, that's the thing. Like, she's so good at it that you kind of forget what the song is about. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not really paying attention to the lyrics because you're just like, holy shit.
Yeah.
You know? But we have to pay attention to the song because in this song, Elphaba is taking a moment to reflect on what just happened. And she realizes that for the first time in her life, because of these wonderful things that Madame Morrible said about her, she's allowing herself to dream. This one instance, just this one conversation, has opened up her heart to admit what she so desperately wants, which is that maybe if she proves her worth, her goodness underneath her greenness, maybe one day she will in fact meet this wizard and he'll see just how wonderful she is and then grant her this most ardent wish to remove this greenness from her skin. It is heartbreaking when you realize that this confession of self-loathing from this woman who tries so hard to be strong. If it sounds familiar, not surprised, because don't we all feel this way at some point in our darkest moments? We too desperately long to change all the things that we hate about ourselves and think that that's the solution to finding happiness and love and acceptance. But Elphaba's dreams have not come true just yet. She is, after all, just starting school at Shiz. And to make matters worse, who ends up as her roommate? None other than the girly pop pink baby doll princess pie from before, Miss Glinda. Mm-hmm. And immediately hate each other. Like, Glinda represents everything that Elphaba isn't. White, popular, bubbly, preppy, right? And Glinda literally cannot stand Elphaba's emo vibes. Ugly clothes, you know? And to make matters worse, Elphaba has the one thing that Glinda wants, which are these private lessons from Madame Morrible to become a sorceress. That is all Glinda wants. So yeah, they fucking hate each other. Or should I say, they loathe each other. Loathing. So I'm just gonna skip several plot lines, which is honestly makes me feel like shit because they're so important. Like, they are just as weighty.
Okay, here's the thing, and listeners, maybe remind you, we just can't talk about everything. We would be here for hours if we chose to talk about every single fucking thing. So we gotta pick and choose.
I know. So I unfortunately have to pick and choose. So at this point, I'm gonna be skipping ahead to this really fun dance at the Ozdust Ballroom. And anyone is going to be at this dance. Mm-hmm. Even Elphaba's younger sister, Nessa Rose. I'm going to take this opportunity to skip over my thoughts on Nessa Rose. But anyway, with Glinda's help / manipulation, a boy named Bach asks Nessa Rose to be his date to this dance. And Elphaba sees how happy this makes Nessa. And Glinda made it happen. And so Elphaba's like, shit, like, I guess Glinda actually did something really nice. So as a thank you, Elphaba convinces Madame Borable to invite Glinda to their sorcery lessons. And when Glinda finds out about what Elphaba did for her, Glinda starts to soften when it comes to her feelings towards her roommate. So now let's pause and watch to see how the rest of the night at the Ozdust Ballroom plays out when, dun dun dun, Elphaba decides to make a dramatic entrance. For those that want to follow along, this is at the 1 hour and 9 minute mark of the film.
Oh man, I forgot about this. Fuck.
You always look so angry.
It's just like, why do I do this? Why do I do this podcast? Like,
okay, fun, right?
so spooky.
Okay, so in this scene, Elphaba enters the ballroom wearing this really stylish hat. This hat that Glinda gave to her as a cruel prank. And everyone there, again, mindless idiots, are like jeering and gawking at her. Oh my God, like, what is she doing here? She's so weird. Like, what is she wearing? What is she doing?
Do people really,
like, don't
in real
like,
life?
No one fucking does this in real life.
No.
Like,
No.
please. It's such a caricature of what really happens. But, you know, it's just, it's a movie. So Elphaba, who has lived her whole life as this pariah, tries so bravely to not give a shit about what everyone's saying. And she just starts to dance on her own. And everyone's watching her and like, what the fuck? And this scene drags on and there's no music. Like, that DJ was really like, I'm going to stop playing. Like,
Yeah.
and it's awkward and it's uncomfortable and it's painful to see. Like, here is Elphaba trying so hard to act like she doesn't care, wearing this hat as her shield. And Glinda is watching this happen, and she's the only one that can really see through this act. So in this moment, Glinda decides to leave behind their rocky past and walks up to Elphaba and join her in this awkward, uncomfortable performance. And then they dance together. For the first time, they see one another. They understand one another, both the good and the bad. And when Elphaba realizes this peace offering that Glinda is giving her, tears silently fall down her face. My face too. And Glinda wipes them away. And afterwards, everyone else joins in because, again, people are fucking sheep.
They're like, this is pretty cool, actually. I like this dance.
So annoying. But from that moment on, these two enemies become two friends. Two best friends. So yeah, I mean, obviously sobbing in the theater. Mm-hmm. And it is not difficult to unpack why. Mm-mm. And of course, when the movie came out, there were so many people like on TikTok, on the internet, like, holy shit, that scene fucking wrecked me. Mm-hmm. But one thing I did notice about people's reactions to this scene is that most all of us relate to Elphaba in this moment, right? At some point or another, we have all felt like this outcast. this reject who tries so hard to not care about what people think and then failing miserably. And we all know how healing it is to finally be seen and be accepted. After all of that longing, all of that loneliness, a moment like that would definitely change you for good. But in this day and age, I think that it is so important to remember that as much as we identify with Elphaba, we all too can be Glinda in this moment. As much as we want to be the one who is validated, we too have the power to see someone and accept someone if we choose to. I know that it feels so much easier to just be that bystander, that fucking mindless sheep. Don't do anything that makes you uncomfortable. Just keep your head down and conform. But how much kinder would this world be if we recognized the profound impact we'd have on someone if we simply reached out our hand and joined them in dance? You don't even have to be the most popular person in the world to set that trend. No matter who you are, you can be that glimmer of hope and love and connection for someone else. And yeah, I have to apologize for that being all I'm going to say about this incredible story during this episode today. Maybe I'll just close with this thought that as we all prep to undergo another round of Wicked Mania in the next few weeks, I hope that we continue to find new lessons and new meanings and new messages over and over and over again in this deeply rich story. And with each revisit, we find ourselves changed by it for good. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. And then the rest of the episode is just us singing it.
Yep. I mean, down if you are.
I mean, we've been practicing since we were young, so.
Oh, God.
Do you see why I was crying so bad?
Yeah.
When you hit me with that fucking ghost scene.
I know. It's no, yeah.
It's the same scene.
It's the same scene. When Elphaba, when she turns her head
Why?
to the side. And Glinda wipes the tears. Who the fuck directed that?
You know what, though? That actually wasn't in the script.
No, shut the fuck up. Don't tell me shit like that. No.
It didn't say wipe the tear. She just did it.
Exactly like you said, there's so much that can be conveyed in our actions. Sometimes so much more than through our words. I mean, like in the movie Ghost, at one point when Molly's like, how come you never say I love you? And Sam's like, to his credit, he's like, everyone says it. What does it even mean? And here too, it's like, no words needed to be said.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I know what you mean. Because we wrote the same story.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
No. We basically, what are we going to title this? 2 dance scenes.
Hands and dancing. God.
Oh. Yeah. And I love what you were saying because you really can glean more when you revisit it. Because that first time, I've only watched it once. I'm so wowed by everything that I'm not, like what you were saying about the wizard and I, like all that shit, like, sorry, I don't know what words she's saying. I'm just hearing music.
Oh my God.
Effortless. No, I honestly feel like I blocked this from my mind. Because I'm here focused on like defying gravity because that's the last thing, right? That you see.
Right.
But
I didn't even talk about that.
No. And how could you have?
You know what
we
I
would
mean?
be here for hours.
We would be here for hours.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, I really just
This part.
need to highlight this.
Yeah. Yeah. I love too what you said, how we all feel like Elphaba, but there are times when we are the Glinda too.
Yeah. I mean, like, we always have the power to be Glinda. Because it's like, yeah, you can sit here and wait. Oh, I want to be validated. Like, when is someone going to validate me?
No.
It's like, why don't you be that someone for someone else?
And for yourself. Defying gravity. Everyone. Funny you mentioned this.
Straight up.
Yesterday, I was listening to Defy. I was like, hey, Sana, what do you think about this song?
Oh,
What do you think?
really?
And she's like, I want another song. I was like, but wait, just listen. Just listen. Oh, man.
That's so funny because earlier this week, I was just like on the explore page of Instagram and like Ms. Demi Moore popped up and I was like, who the fuck does she think she is? Like,
She's that bitch. Is what she is.
What the fuck? God. Yeah. Ooh.
Happy fucking Halloween, everyone.
Happy Hallows Eve.
We really thought we were going to do the same thing. And in a way we did.
We did actually.
But they're very different mediums.
Yeah.
So.
Actually, you know what? I was thinking about this. I think this is the first time we have the same medium
Oh, yes.
in the episode.
Yes, that's true. We always try and vary it, but
Yeah.
2 movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's easier. Reading a book takes a long time. So
There's only so much Halloween content that we could like.
it's so true. I
You
know. I was
know?
like, what's a Halloween book?
I'll admit, you'll find in my Google history, scary stories, sad.
That's crazy.
But that's our show. Hope you were spooked.
Yeah, hope you were scared. Boo. So, here we are at the end.
Oh, here we are.
Thanks everyone for tuning in. You know, it started rough, ended beautifully. We cried.
Yeah.
We laughed. And that's really all we're here to do. So thanks for lending us your ear for an hour or so. If you liked this and you haven't yet had the chance to write us a little review on Apple, go ahead and do that with 5 stars. And also Spotify, 5 stars. Give us a follow on Instagram at beerbecrying.podcast. We are also at beerbecrying.podcast on TikTok, YouTube. If you have a sob story, something that made you cry, please go ahead, send that to us. Email us, hello@beerbecryingpodcast.com. Hit us up on our website, beerbecryingpodcast.com. And also tell your friends about us.
Spill the tea.
Spill the tea.
Go to Munchkin Land. Wait for them to ask you about the drama and be like, well,
Let me tell you.
let me tell you.
Anyway,
Sorry, we're trying to wrap this up.
yeah, we were really trying hard.
yeah.
But thanks for tuning in.
Happy Halloween.
Happy Halloween.
See you at the next one. But until then.
BRB crying.